Here's another deck. I found it, TJ Maxx for $14.99. This is called Moonology Manifestation Oracle Cards by Yasmin Boland. Here's the back of the box in case you want to pause and read. These are generally $21.99 in the US and $28.99 in Canada. They were only $14.99 at TJ Maxx. Here's the inside of the box. How cute is that? Attune to the moon and manifest miracles. Here's the guidebook. Gives you little placements, tarot placements, and then it gives you all the descriptions of all the cards. Then you also have a 7-day free trial for their mobile app there on the back. Excuse the mess in the back. We're still in a hotel. As you know, I was having to leave my last place because my landlord was just an emotional nightmare for me. I just couldn't deal with the stress of her. So I ended up leaving, and now we're in a hotel, and now I'm trying to find where we're going to be. So here we are. There are worse things in life, right? All right, so here's the back of the card. Very pretty. The first card is New Moon in Aries. Go for it. Then we've got New Moon in Taurus. Know your worth. This one is New Moon in Gemini. Think it through. New Moon in Cancer. Relax. New Moon in Leo. Shine. New Moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. New Moon in Libra. Know that you are loved. New Moon in Scorpio. Go deeper. New Moon in Sagittarius. Focus on the positive. New Moon in Capricorn. Step up and lead. New Moon in Aquarius. Open up to change. New Moon in Pisces. Attune to the divine. First quarter moon in Aries. Step into your power. So these would probably be really good as far as timing cards, huh? First quarter moon in Taurus, release control. First quarter moon in Gemini, speak your world into being. First quarter moon in Cancer is push through any insecurity. First quarter moon in Leo, be humble. Of course, we're always humble, right? First quarter moon in Virgo, assess the situation. First quarter moon in Libra, keep your heart open. First quarter moon in Scorpio, release your blocks. First quarter moon in Sagittarius, believe in your good luck. First quarter moon in Capricorn, unleash your kindest self. First quarter moon in Aquarius, trust the universe. First quarter moon in Pisces, honor your feelings. Full moon in Aries, cool your emotions. Full moon in Taurus, detoxify. Full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. Full moon in Cancer, let your fears dissolve. Full moon in Leo, go wild. Full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. Full moon in Libra, find a balance. Full moon in Scorpio, breathe through the tension. Full moon in Sagittarius, see the bigger picture. Full moon in Capricorn. Take a reality check. Funny how they have the bottom of the moon there. Reality check. Full moon in Aquarius. Be real. Come on, let's be real. These are awesome. Full moon in Pisces. Forgive. Last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings. My feelings is doing this one-handed is frustrated because I can't get the card. And these are thick cards, but so work through your feelings. Last quarter moon in Taurus. Be proud of yourself. Last quarter moon in Gemini. Clear your mind. Last quarter moon in Cancer. Take a breather. Last quarter moon in Leo. Lighten up. Last quarter moon in Virgo. Attend to the details. Last quarter moon in Libra. Make time for self-love. Last quarter moon in Scorpio. Reveal what needs to be seen. Last quarter moon in Sagittarius. Practice gratitude. Last quarter moon in Capricorn. Leave the past behind. Last quarter moon in Aquarius. Reflect on your priorities. Oh, and there's one more. Last quarter moon in Pisces. Talk less, feel more. Let's see if we can't get a reading here together for today. And I'm just going to kind of go through them. New moon in Sagittarius. Focus on the positive, which is what I've been trying to do here today. I know I've got a junk scene behind me, which is not very pretty, but I'm going to focus on the positive that we have these cards to work with. Keep your heart open. First quarter moon in Libra. Got to keep your heart open, you guys. No matter what the situation may seem like, you still have to keep your heart open and just be allowing that love to come in, because you never know. You don't want to block things off just because you're feeling a certain kind of way about something. Speak your world into being. First quarter moon in Gemini. Okay, so with that said, and focusing on the positive and keeping your heart open, you speak your world into being. So let's just say you're having a really crappy day and you go, oh my gosh, it's such a crappy day, and every day is so crappy, and tomorrow's crappy, yesterday's crappy, it's never going to change. Well, that's what you're going to get. You're going to end up with crappy life and a crappy day and a crappy everything because you wanted to say that everything is so crappy instead of focusing on the positive. Yes, you can have a crappy day, and you can have even a person that you interact with a really bad attitude, and they just take it all out on you, and they just say the most awful things to you, and you just can't believe what you're hearing. But if you focus on the positive of the fact that you were able to make it through that communication with that person and not lower yourself to their standards, that's pretty positive. And the fact that you can turn it around and be like, you know what, that person must be a pretty miserable person if they're going to act like that towards people. You're still keeping it as a positive because you're not taking it personally. Focus on the positive in any and every situation. If you are being kept waiting for something and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm in such a hurry, could you please just hurry up? Well, being kept waiting could have some really good effects for you later, because what if there was a car accident that had happened during the time when you were supposed to be there, but instead you were being kept waiting somewhere? It kept you safe out of that accident that could have happened, or that happened to somebody else and you weren't involved because you weren't around in that time frame. There's always something positive in every kind of situation that you can be in. With that said, you want to always keep your heart open. As I said before, don't close off your heart just because someone else is rude to you. That's what they want. They want you to close down and not be the person that you are. People, especially right now, are going to try to tear you down, and they're going to try to be rude, and they're going to try to dim your light because they are facing karma of their own. And if they're a sad person and they have a focus of everything negative in the world, they're going to get more negative. And again, as I said, take it out on you. But if you keep your heart open, you still can forgive, you can grow, you can love, you can turn things around so it is a benefit to you. Keep your heart open so that way people who are of like minds and like hearts, they will gravitate towards you. I had someone come into my store the other day, and he was just so nice and so pleasant, and he said, it was my energy, it was your energy that brought me to you. And I looked at him, and I'm a nice person and everything else, and he was a nice person. And it was like, you know what? That is true. I believe that because I'm so kind and nice, I was able to interact with someone else who was just so kind and nice and thoughtful and kind. Anywho, so speak your world into being. So if there's a certain thing that you want to have in your world, you're going to have to talk about it, write about it, draft your plan and how you're going to get there. If you need to, seek advice. Talk to someone on how you get there. Talk to a friend about what you want to do, how you want to do it. Look at the little butterflies there. Creating the butterfly effect with your thoughts and your words. Anything can be different than what it is. I heard a quote the other day that said, you find misery in not processing the world as it is, but rather how you think it should be. So if you're able to process the world as it is, clearly you'll be more focused and balanced emotionally because you are responding in a world of where it is and not of how you thought it should be. With that said, I'm going to close it down. Make every day a great day. Everyone has that capability and that option. And I'm going to say everyone because, yes, even in the worst dire situations, there's still a positive that can be found. I believe that to be true. Even in the starving, even in the people who have nothing and lost everything, there's still a positive there. And of course, that's going to be personal to that person, but there is something that you can find, whether it be that the weather is cleared out all of the smog in the air, or you're able to join forces with other people and come up with solutions to the issues that you're facing in order to make it so it's a better situation, whether it's the people who try to raise money for people who are having a hard time finding food and shelter, and there's money being raised for them. That's a positive. My heart, of course, goes out to anybody who has to deal with those kinds of situations because I'm homeless. Realistically, I'm homeless right now. Granted, we have food and we have water to eat, and food and water, we have money to eat or whatever, but we're still displaced. I'm grateful to have a place over my head. All right. I'm going to shut it down. Have a wonderful day. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Take care.